Shalom, Call Limelight Hour, Basham, Al Shai Basham, Kakodash, and double honors to the elders, the apostles of Great Millstone, who rule and teach well, and sincere Shalom to the 144,001 Now I'm going to play these couple videos lined up, going to the downfall of these devils. Alright, the Edomites, which is the so-called self-proclaimed white race. So, dive straight into it.
It is so important that everyone knows what is happening in Texas right now, because this is literally how civil wars begin. Yesterday, the governor of Texas released a statement in which he said that as of January the 24th, he has officially declared an invasion of the southern border by illegal immigrants and has now invoked an act that will mobilize the Texas National Guard, which is the state's own military forces, in order to protect and defend itself, which, put simply, is a massive stance against the U.S. federal government and Joe Biden. And don't forget that Texas was once an independent state, and there are still a lot of people who want them to become their own country again. Now, if you didn't know, the southern border has been an escalating point of contention over the last 3 years. But this whole situation blew up last week when Texas authorities placed razor wire over a part of the border that had seen a high number of illegal crossings. But then, when the federal border force troops arrived, the Texas National Guard blocked them from entering the area and accused them of trying to destroy their fortifications. The Biden administration then took this matter to the Supreme Court, which ruled that the U.S. Border Patrol agents were allowed to clear out the razor wire. And that's where you'd think things would end, right? Absolutely not. That statement, which I showed you earlier, was then issued by Texas, saying that Biden had failed to uphold his constitutional duties, which require the U.S. government to protect its states. And that also, because of his lawless border policies, a massive 6 million illegal migrants have crossed the southern border in just 3 years, which is more than the population of 33 different states in America. Then, after the statement was released, the Texas National Guard were seen laying out even more razor wire against the government and Supreme Court's orders. And as I recorded this video, there is literally an unprecedented physical standoff between a federal and state's government. And some Democrats are even calling on Biden to seize control of the Texas National Guard, which is why I say
This is the book of Matthew, 12th chapter, and in verse 25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts, and said unto them, Every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. So what's going on with these Edomites here in Babylon the Great? What's going on? Now check this one out right here.
If Texas declared independence from the United States, encompassing 268 atom 596 square miles, it would be slightly larger than France and rank as the 40th largest country. Texas, bordering the United States to the north, east, and west, would also share a border with Mexico to the south. Home to over 30 million people, it would be the 51st most populous country globally, just behind Madagascar with 30.5 million, and ahead of Côte d'Ivoire with 29 million people. The state of Texas boasts the second largest economy in the United States, following California, with a gross state product of $2.4 trillion. This would position Texas as the 8th largest economy in the world, surpassing Russia and trailing behind France. With an approximate per capita income of around $63,000, Texans would be among the wealthiest people globally. Houston would serve as the capital and largest city of Texas, and the official languages of the new country would be English and Spanish. Furthermore, Texas would possess one of the strongest and most advanced militaries globally, boasting a total of 115,000 active-duty military personnel, ranking its military among the best in the world.
Give me a moment. This is the book of Psalms 49 and 11. Their inward thought is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places to all generations. And as you see here, this is a short little clip going into if Texas became its own country, another Edomite country. Well, Texas is over 50% so-called Hispanics and natives. So, can you really consider it an Edomite country at that point? Of course, Esau would be the ruling class in that quote-unquote new country, and just like America is not even majority Edomites anymore, if I'm not mistaken. But regardless, these Edomites think they're never gonna fall. They think that they're never gonna be at the bottom. Let's see what the scriptures got to say about these Edomites and their pride. This is Obadiah 1 and 3. The pride of thine heart hath deceived thee, thou that dwellest in the clefts of the rock, whose habitation is high, that saith in his heart, who shall bring me down to the ground? So these Edomites, all these Edomites, think that there's not going to be an end, think that they're going to continue to reign in their stead. Now check this one out right here.
This is wild. Right now, the state of Texas is going against the federal government in order to secure their border from illegal migrants. And as of now, 24 states stand with Texas. For the past 3 years, there have been a record number of illegal immigrants that have crossed the border of Texas. Governor Greg Abbott asked the federal government for help to secure the border, and when he realized he was not going to get that help, he started building his own border protection, including using razor wire. Then, just a few weeks ago, the federal government and the Biden administration sued the state of Texas and won the Supreme Court decision, allowing the federal government to cut the razor wire. Greg Abbott, the governor of Texas, then put out a statement saying that they are not going to listen to the Supreme Court or the federal government and are going to continue to secure their border because that is their constitutional right. Yesterday, Governor Abbott released this statement stating that the federal government has broken the compact between the United States and the states, going on to say that President Biden has violated his oath to faithfully execute the immigration laws enacted by Congress. He also states that James Madison, Alexander Hamilton, and the other visionaries who wrote the U.S. Constitution foresaw that states should not be left to the mercy of a lawless president. Oklahoma and Florida were two of the first states to state that they stand with Texas. Now, all of the states in red have made a public statement saying that they are behind Texas and want Texas to have the right to secure the border. You also have Mike Johnson, the Speaker of the House, standing with Texas as well. Where do you stand? As always, let me know what you think about...
This is the book of Matthew 12 chapter verse 26. And if Satan cast out Satan, he is divided against himself. How shall then his kingdom stand? These Edomites are losing their grip. You got half of the American states aligning with more than half. I think they said 26. Texas makes 27. What is it? 50 states in the U.S. So more than half of the U.S. states, not population, is aligning themselves with Texas to go against the king of Babylon to secure the borders. That is clear-cut Satan divided against himself. So how can his kingdom stand? It's not. This is Mark 3:26. And if Satan rise up against himself, text is rising up against the king of Babylon, and be divided, he cannot stand but hath an end. So this is just more signs of the end of this country known as Babylon the Great, the United States of America. Let's go to Jeremiah 49, 49th chapter and verse 17. Verse 16. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart. Let me do verse 15. So this is just what the book of Obadiah is all about right here. Jeremiah 49 and 14. And this is connecting this is connecting Esau with the daughter of Babylon. All right? Just like Isaiah, I think Isaiah 47. Actually, let me go there. I'm going to come back to Jeremiah 49. Let me see if I was correct. Isaiah 47. Isaiah 47 and let me see. This is talking about the daughter of Babylon, but it's not the one I wanted. Let me see. All right. Isaiah 34 and 6. The sword of Yahweh is filled with blood, and is made fat with fatness, and with the blood of lambs and goats, with the fat of the kidneys of rams, for Yahweh hath a sacrifice in Bozrah, and great slaughter in the land of Idumea. This is, let me go back to Jeremiah 49 now. Jeremiah 49 and verse 12. For thus said Yahweh, behold, they whose judgment was not to drink of the cup have assuredly drunken. And art thou he that shall altogether go unpunished? So these Edomites think that they got away with what they done to the children of Israel. You see? And they mock us. But guess what? Their punishment is going to be too much for them to handle. But thou shalt surely drink. Actually, I skipped over it. Thou shalt not go unpunished, but thou shalt surely drink of it. For I have sworn by myself, saith Yahweh, that Bozrah shall become a desolation, a reproach, a waste, and a curse, and all the cities thereof shall be perpetual wastes. I have heard a rumor from Yahweh, and an ambassador sent among the heathen, saying, gather ye together, come against her, and rise up to the battle. For lo, I will make thee small among the heathen, and despised among men. Thy terribleness have deceived thee, and the pride of thine heart, O that dwellest in the clefts of the rock. Thou holdest the height of the hill, though thou shouldest make thy nest as high as the eagle, I will bring thee down, thus said Yahweh. Also Edom shall be a desolation, and every one that goeth by it shall be astonished, and shall hiss at all the plagues thereof. As in the overthrow of Sodom and Gomorrah, and the neighboring cities thereof, said Yahweh, no man shall abide there, neither shall a son of man dwell in it. And it's talking about the daughter of Babylon, Esau, Edom's kingdom, which is the capital of the ancient world, was called Bozrah. And Esau's capital now is what? Bozrah, the U.S. You Edomites, are through. You thought that you were gonna reign forever in your terror. And here's another video. This guy is into homesteading and things revolving around food, the economy. He's definitely an Edomite. All right, you can just tell. But let's play this video because this is gonna go into when Babylon hurts, Europe is gonna hurt too. You see, you Edomites aren't gonna escape judgment.
Saying Europe would basically collapse without America. No, boo-boo. How's those natural gas prices? You know, the stuff you use to heat your home? The stuff that you have to ship from America by boat because Russia cut you off. How's those petrol prices? The stuff that you get from the Middle East that is produced in part by American engineers and is protected by American military bases and Navy fleets. But sure, if America withdrew from that region, you'd be fine. You could control it with military power. Minus the fact that you can't feed the Middle East. That's also done by America. The Middle East is rich because it sells oil for food. Europe used to be able to produce a lot of extra food, but that area was Ukraine. I don't know if you've kept up with recent history, but that's not going to be producing food anytime soon. Is Europe going to fall apart? No, America's not going anywhere. But if America disappeared, or if America completely withdrew its influence, Europe would be in some serious, serious trouble. And we're not talking just some tough times ahead. We're talking about war, starvation, and freezing to death.
And everything he said was wrong and right. The wrong part is Europe is not going to collapse. Babylon the Great's not going anywhere. But the right part is the end where he said death and destruction pretty much. That is coming. All right, that is prophecy. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. And as I read previously, like he just said, they all think their houses shall continue forever. This is Obadiah 1 and 8. Shall I not in that day, saith Yahweh, even destroy the wise men out of Edom, and understanding out of the mount of Esau, and thy mighty men, O Teman, shall be dismayed to the end that every one of the mount of Esau may be cut off by slaughter. So all these Edomites, all right, these pale, leprous people that you see right here, all right, you're going to have Edomites looking like Moabites, Hamites, Israelites, all right? You're going to have Edomites looking like all these other nations. Why? Because Esau has laid his seed across the planet Earth, okay? So, like how you have Israelites that'll look like this guy, you gonna have Edomites that are dark skinned, all right, woolly hair, afro. You may see a person down the street think is a Jake, got a big old puffy afro. He real dark looking. Whole time he an Edomite, and then you may see what looks like an Edomite, have blonde hair and blue eyes, pale skin, those thin lips, thinking it's an Edomite. Whole time he's an Israelite. You see, that's what the Most High has done on this earth. He has brought confusion to this earth. That is indeed confusion. And when things go down, all these Edomites are going to be what? Put to death, slaughtered. 100% slaughtered. Okay? And the Heavenly Father has not brought confusion to the hopeful elect. Let's get that. First Corinthians 14 and 33. For the Most High is not the author of confusion, but of peace, as in all churches of the saints. All right? So if the Heavenly Father has given you knowledge, wisdom, knowledge, understanding, He's not going to bring upon you confusion. But these people on the earth, He has brought confusion to these people. Let's get that. This is Psalms chapter 2 and verse 4. He that sitteth in the heavens, Yahweh, shall laugh. Yahweh shall have them in derision. So what does derision mean, right? Let's go to the concordance on that. And I'm just going to read the definition. To speak unintelligibly. Unintelligibly. All right? Stutter. That's confusion. If you're stuttering and don't know what the hell you talking about, that is confusion. And that's what he has brought upon this earth to the wicked. You see, at a point in time, until to a certain degree now, these Edomites have been on the up and up. But now these average Joe Smo Edomites are on the back end, and they're upset. They want that glory, like these small hats. And guess what? These small hats is going down too. If you haven't been paying attention, Lord's will, I'm gonna do a video on it. These small hats have been getting heavily exposed. Heavily exposed the past 2 to 3 weeks, maybe this whole month. Begin heavily exposed all over social media for their wickedness. And of course, through this is not nothing new. It's just been caught on video, but there's been these whistleblowers of these small hats talking about the wicked acts that they do. And then they try to switch it up and say that their enemies and all that is so-called white people, which makes zero sense because they're all fucking Edomites. But they're really talking about the Israelites when they're saying that. Let me think. This is Psalms 64 and 8. So they shall make their own tongue to fall upon themselves. All that see them shall flee away. So it's gonna come a time, because it's not all the way here yet, but we see the build up to it. It's gonna come a point in time where you Edomites are gonna be the lowest of the low on the earth. Literally. Through the scriptures we understand what you Edomites are. But the whole world still sees these devils as some type of authority or superiority. They do. But it's going to come a point where you Edomites are going to be brought down extremely low. Everybody's going to mock you, scoff you. Let's go to Isaiah 14 and and 9. Hell from beneath is moved for thee to meet thee at thy coming. It stirreth up the dead for thee, even all the chief ones of the earth. It has raised up from their thrones all the kings of the nations. All they shall speak and say unto thee, Art thou also become weak as we? Art thou become like unto us? Thy pomp is brought down to the grave, and the noise of the voiles. The worm is spread under thee, and the worms cover thee. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, the light bearer, son of the morning? That's talking about you Edomites. How art thou cut down to the ground, which didst weaken the nations? You Edomites are going to be mocked and scoffed. You're gonna be put at a lower estate than what you put the Israelites through. It's gonna be dramatically worse for you Edomites. Why? Because you're the fucking wicked, and the Heavenly Father hates you. He hates you. Indignation for all you Edomites. There's no such thing as a good Edomite. It never has and it never will. A good Edomite is a dead Edomite. But first, before you get obliterated from reality, we're gonna humiliate you through hardcore chattel slavery. And there's nothing you can do about it, you fucking devils. I think that's it for this video. Adawan Ratazal was edifying. Shalom.